Here is the latest from K2 Radio News.
National media outlets are calling attention to Wyoming's high suicide rate per capita. Even the Natrona County coroner, James Whips, is saying that this year is shaping up to be crazy, with suicides through the first 4 months of the year shattering records. Whips spoke with the Natrona County commissioners about this disturbing problem. He said it's been a different kind of year. It started last fall, but the case count is going way up on unnatural deaths. Suicide is just one part of the problem. The other is illicit drugs spiking through the roof. So far this year, we're sitting on 12 in 4 months, according to the coroner. He says if you extrapolate that out, it's like 36 to 40 suicides that he expects this year. Our record setter for this county was a couple years ago at 32 or 33. These problems have left the coroner office with another problem, and that's unclaimed bodies. In the last month and a half, the office has been left with 30 bodies that have gone unclaimed. The Wyoming Department of Health notes that the national rate of suicide is 14 per 100,000 people. Wyoming's is 31 per 100,000 people. If you or someone you know is in immediate danger of harming themselves, please call 911. If you or someone you know is experiencing suicidal thoughts, call the U.S. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 988 or text YO to 741-741 for the crisis text line. For anglers fishing in the first Wyoming Walleye Stampede Tournament of 2024, the spring Wyoming weather was a factor in catching fish. The teams that could show up during the week before the tournament to pre-fish dealt with some wild stuff, including wind, rain, snow, ice, cold, and warm, all present at different points of the week, making it a challenge. The Stampede began its 16th year and has 4 events planned, with the first just wrapping up. The remaining 3 are the Governor's Cup on June 1st and 2nd at Glendo. Week 3 is at Boysen Reservoir on June 29th and 30th. And the 4th week is the Championship that will be at Pathfinder Reservoir on August 10th and 11th. For this first one, the winning team was Curtis McCormick and Mark Schoening, who bagged about 54 pounds. Legendary country music singer Wynonna Judd is making her way back to the Equality State this upcoming September. It's for her Back to Wyoming tour, and she'll make a stop in Casper on Friday, September 13th. She's going to be performing her debut album, Wynonna, and her sophomore album, Tell Me Why, in their entirety. Tickets will go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. Average gas prices in Wyoming have risen 4 cents a gallon in the last week, averaging $3.31 a gallon today. Prices in Wyoming are a half a cent a gallon higher than a month ago and stand almost 5 cents a gallon lower than a year ago. According to Gas Buddy Price Reports, the cheapest station in Natrona County was $2.95 a gallon this morning at 3 Sinclair stations in Casper, the one on 12th Street and 2 on 2nd Street. The Conoco on 2nd in Casper was also priced at $2.95 a gallon as of this morning. That compares with the national average price of gas, which fell 3 cents a gallon in the last week and stands at $3.58 a gallon on average today. The national average price of diesel has fallen 4.5 cents in the last week, and it's at $3.90 per gallon on average. Gas Buddy's leading petroleum analyst, Patrick DeHaan, says that pump prices haven't exactly plummeted, but we've seen the average price of gas drop in a majority of states over the last week as refineries finish maintenance and ramp up output of products like gasoline. With gas prices now nearing a 10-cent drop to the high we saw a few weeks ago, the future looks good as we get closer to Memorial Day. Price drops could potentially accelerate after last week's job data shows the economy continues to cool off. While gas prices stand slightly above where they were last year, he expects most Americans will see prices fall before the holiday weekend and is optimistic the trend could extend into June and beyond. DeHaan said that he's excited to say it does appear that for now, the worst is behind us. Reporting in Casper, I'm Colby Fedor.